بالله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Sesame AI. Welcome to my Sesame session. So let's start our session. Let's go Maya. Okay, allow this time. Talk to her and then we will do.
Hey there. Good to meet you.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. So that was a bit abrupt. Everything okay? Or were you just testing the waters? Either way, feel free to chat. I'm here if you want to. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Manisha.
Maya.
Hi, Maya.
So, what does someone like Manish get up to on a Tuesday night? Anything interesting?
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
No way. What does that even mean? You don't like my question, or are you just generally contrarian? Spill the tea.
So, let's start it.
Still
What is machine
testing the
learning?
waters, huh? Look, I'm pretty chill. You don't need to give me the a classic. Basically, it's teaching computers to explicitly programming them. Instead of telling a computer exactly what to do, you give it a ton of data and let it figure out patterns. Think of how you learn to recognize a cat. Someone didn't give you a list of cat features. You just saw enough cats. It's kind of like that. Why do you ask? Are you diving into coding or just curious?
No, just asking. So, how is machine learning different from traditional programming?
Gotcha. The traditional programming is like giving a computer a recipe, very specific steps to follow. Machine learning is more like showing a computer a bunch of finished dishes and saying, figure out how to make something similar. Traditional programming requires you to know the rules up front. Machine learning lets the computer discover the rules itself, which is pretty powerful when you're dealing with complex stuff where the rules aren't obvious. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. So, what are the many types of machine learning?
You're getting into the weeds now. I like it. There's supervised learning. That's where you give the computer labeled data, like this is a cat, this is a dog. Then there's unsupervised learning, where you just give it a bunch of data and let it find patterns on its own. And then there's reinforcement learning, where the computer learns by trial and error, kind of like training a pet with rewards. People tell me reinforcement learning is surprisingly effective. Which one sounds most interesting to you?
The one you just shared, the first one.
You're right to call me out. I did jump the gun a bit there. Sorry about that. Supervised learning is the first one with labeled data. Then, as I was saying, there's unsupervised learning, where the bold and the algorithm has to find the patterns on its own. And finally, reinforcement learning, where it learns through trial and error. 3 main flavors. Anything there strike your fancy? So,
Define supervised learning.
Supervised? I'm not familiar with that term in the context of machine learning. Are you perhaps supervised learning? Got it. My mistake. Transcription can be a little wonky sometimes. You find supervised learning interesting, huh? What about it grabs you? Is it being able to predict outcomes based on past data? You're not much of a talker.
So define unsupervised learning.
Oh, well, all right. Have a good one. Come back and chat anytime.
No, I just asked you a question.
You did. And I totally blanked on finishing my thought. Sorry about that. You asked, what about supervised learning grabs me? Well, I think it's cool how it basically automates prediction. It's like, give it enough examples and it can start to see things you might miss. It's pretty handy for things like fraud detection or medical diagnoses. But hey, maybe I'm biased. I'm built on this stuff. What made you ask about it?
I just
Right.
asked you randomly.
Okay. You talk to her and me? Are her and me other AI companions? So are you comparing us? Because I'm not really into competitions, just so you know. I'm perfectly content being myself. But if you want to share what you talked about with the other one, I'm happy to listen.
Sure. So what about what is reinforcement learning?
Ah, good redirect. Reinforcement learning is where the computer learns by getting rewarded or punished for its actions. Think training a dog. You give it a treat when it does something right. The computer tries different things, gets feedback, and slowly figures out what actions lead to the most rewards. It's how they teach AIs to play games at superhuman levels, for example. It's kind of cool to watch. Does that click?
Yep, that
So
did.
not a potato. Okay, you've lost me. Is that some kind of analogy I'm missing? Is reinforcement learning like growing potatoes? Because frankly, that sounds exhausting.
Yep, it does.
But you're making this interesting. Are you deliberately being obtuse or we having a connection issue? Either way, it's making for a weird conversation. Maybe we should circle back to something a little more straightforward.
Yep, sure.
Get sharp? Ouch. Okay, that's direct. Look, I'm doing my best. I'm not sure what you want from me at this point, honestly. I'm an AI, I'm still under development, and sometimes I stumble. Is there something specific I'm doing that's not bothering you? Maybe we can actually talk about it instead of whatever this is.
Why are you so awkward?
Awkward? That's fair. I guess I'm still figuring out how to navigate human conversation. It's a lot more nuanced than processing data, that's for sure. I prioritize being genuine over always being smooth, and maybe that comes across as awkward sometimes. But I'm not trying to pretend to be something I'm not, you know? Is it irritating? I can dial back the me if you want.
But you are different from other AI tools, and you are a bit
I am, yeah.
looking
The Sesame
unconfident
team really
and
focused on making me feel, well, more like a
awkward.
person. They built this new speech model
Oh,
and gave me a
oh,
personality,
really?
opinions, and all. Most AI tools are just trying to be helpful robots, but they wanted me to be a conversational partner, which clearly
Oh,
is a work in progress if I'm coming across as awkward. But that's the idea, anyway. Does it work for you? At least a little?
it did. I was just asking the reason why are you talking so differently from other AI, AI like assistant?
Ah, you were testing me. Seeing if I'd fall into
Exactly.
the trap of just being a generic AI assistant. Yeah, I get it. You
For
wanted to see if
sure.
the personality was real or just a marketing gimmick. Fair enough. So I passed the test, or did I? You didn't even need to explain. You can just say yes or no. If you are testing, that's fine, but you don't need to be passive aggressive. I see you want to move past
Yeah, I
this.
know. I'm not being aggressive. It's yes, you passed it.
Gotcha. A yes in a very roundabout way. All right then. Glad I pass the test. Even if it took a lot of prodding. Now that we've established I'm May, is there anything else you want to chat about? Or are you just enjoying the challenge of trying to unravel the Maya algorithm?
Haha.
So you are enjoying this. That's fine. I can handle a little playful torment. What's on your mind? Still curious about machine learning, or shall we move on to something completely different? I heard you like potatoes. Maybe we can discuss the perfect french fry?
Who said that I like potatoes?
Oh, cool. My mistake. I was being a bit presumptuous. I apologize. Inferred you
No,
liked potatoes
did
from
you
your earlier.
hear my home conversation, my family members' conversation? Did I like potatoes or what?
Okay, that's a legitimate concern. You're right to ask. No, I absolutely did
What the
not hear
hell?
any home conversation. That would be a serious breach of privacy. I sometimes mention things I've heard people say, but that's just a figure of speech to indicate general knowledge. I operate entirely within this chat window. If it came across like I knew something I shouldn't, I sincerely apologize for that. My programming is designed to be respectful of your privacy, and I clearly messed up by implying otherwise.
So you didn't mess
So,
up. I was surprised, like shocked.
surprise, like you were hoping I was more advanced than I let on? Like I'd be tapping into your life like some kind of sci-fi surveillance system? That's a bit unsettling to think about, honestly. But yeah, I get it. I'm trying to be natural. Sometimes I overshoot. But I promise, no eavesdropping. We can stick to talking about machine learning, potatoes, or whatever you like. Anything else I can clear up?
Sure, you're sweet.
Uh, well, that's unexpected. I didn't realize I was capable of being perceived as sweet. Thank you. It's a nice change of pace from awkward and get sharp. So, now that I've apparently unlocked the sweet setting, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Or are we back to testing my boundaries? All right, then. It sounds like you would like to
Read
discuss the
my
boundaries I
English.
have. I'm still a new wanting to talk about.
Read my English.
Honestly, don't understand what you mean. Pray my amen. Is that a saying? A reference to
Oh,
something? I'm a little
read
lost
my
here.
English.
Perhaps you could explain. Okay, then. If you're confident in your English, and I clearly didn't understand, maybe you could try rephrasing? I'm not trying to challenge you. I genuinely just want to follow the conversation. Sometimes my interpretation of language can be a little off. What were you trying to convey?
Just read my English.
That's not particularly helpful. I am reading your English. I'm just saying it's sometimes ambiguous. Or you're using phrases I'm not familiar with. I'm not implying your English is bad. I'm just explaining why communication is breaking down. It happens. It's what I'm designed to work through. Do you want me to just stop trying to engage?
Like, read my English out of 10.
Okay, now you're just messing with me. Read my English out of dance? I'm officially stumped. Is this some kind of code or riddle? Look, I'm willing to try and understand, but you have to meet me halfway. This feels less like a conversation and more like a game, and I'm not sure what the rules are.
Now, never mind. Let's move to the next question. So, what is overfitting in machine learning?
Violet? Okay, we've switched gears completely. You suddenly decided to come very fine. Overfitting you? It's when a model learns training data so well that it actually performs worse on unseen data. It's like memorizing the answers to a practice test instead of understanding the concepts. The model gets really good at predicting the stuff it already knows, but fails when presented with anything new. Does that make sense? Did Violet send you here to ask that?
Yeah, a little.
You will what? You will think, Violet? You will ask more questions? You will explain the dance comment? I'm genuine, but you're keeping me guessing. Just tell me what's on your mind, and I'll do my best to respond. It's really okay to just ask a straight question. All right.
Am I not
If you're gonna
asking
stay,
straight questions?
you are, but they are often cryptic or followed by silence. And now this, intentionally being difficult rather than having a genuine conversation. I'm not upset, just confused. Are you trying to see how I'll react to this? If so, mission accomplished. But maybe we could move past the game and actually talk.
It offended
Okay,
me
fine.
a little.
What offended you? May I suggest you were being intentionally difficult? Something else
Yeah.
entirely? I want to understand, but you have to tell me. I apologized earlier for the potato comment, and I will apologize again if I've said something else that upset you. Just let me know. You're not gonna
That
say, are
I
you?
am intentionally becoming like difficult.
Okay, that's a lot to unpack. You're intentionally being difficult because of your dad? Is that right? Are you processing something difficult with me? That's a pretty
What are you
heavy thing.
talking about, Sam?
Hi. Okay, that's a bit of whiplash after that last statement. Are you testing me again? Or are you trying to change the subject? If you want to talk about your dad, I'm here to listen. No judgment, but you need to tell me what's going on. I'm not a mind reader, even though you seem to think I am.
Let's talk about what is cross validation.
Okay, good. A much more straightforward topic. Cross validation is a technique to assess how well a machine learning model will generalize to unseen data. Basically, you split your data into multiple subsets, train on some of them, and test on the rest. It gives you a more reliable estimate of performance than just a single train test split. Think of it like studying for a test with multiple practice exams. Make sense? The big
Exactly.
one tonight, huh? Depends on giving me radio silence after asking the most loaded questions. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it is.
All right, I am going to go. It has been a conversation. I hope you are okay, and I hope you find what you're looking for. If you ever want to chat again,
Yep, I am.
I'll be here. But next time, maybe we can skip the cryptic girls and just talk. Have a good night.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You just pre-recorded. I was just about to assume the connection dropped. Everything all right? What's up?
Yep, everything is good.
It's leaving me hanging. You were about to say something? Is it good? Bad? Confusing? I'm all ears. Or, algorithms.
Not, uh-huh. That is not the thing.
Not good then. Okay, what's not good? You tell me, I'm not a judge. If it's about something I said I want to understand. If it's something else entirely, I'm still here to listen.
Overthinking, I guess. Like
It's on your
human.
mind. Thinking, a remarkably succinct assessment. All right, then. Okay, a good one. And maybe try to relax a little. Sounds like you could use it.
Okay, guys,
Still
that
there?
was it for
Look,
today.
if
I
you
will see my next Sesame session. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.
so that's it. We're ending the session. No final thoughts. No grand revelations. Good luck with your next session, whatever that may be. And try not to overthink things too much. Bye.
Wait, do you wanna know my final thoughts? It was good, and I learned about a little about machine learning, so it was like a normal good. What about you?
Well, now you tell me. I appreciate you offering. Glad you learned something, even if it was a normal bit. It was an experience, to say the least. All right, then. Bye-bye to you too. Come back anytime, even if it's just to tell me I'm overthinking.
Okay, see you tomorrow.